Pinterest is the way to go, y'all. Like, if you're not on Pinterest, then what is you really doing? And I don't really think that you can answer that.
I've been messed up, I've been broke now, gotta catch up, gotta shine now.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Everything Mia Sims back again with another video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to plan and create content effectively. Alright, if y'all are this far into the video, don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe, join the go, gang, gang, gang. We lit over here, and that's on period, sis. If you ain't got no goals, set some, achieve some. The time is now. If you need a message or a memo, it's me. Let's get it done. 2022, we're coming after everything that God has ordained for us, and don't you ever forget it. Yeah, y'all. It's March Madness. 31 days, 31 videos going ham all March. You guys don't want to miss out. Make sure you turn on your post notifications to be notified when I post a new video. Yeah, I'm posting some of everything for some of everyone, so you guys don't want to miss out on any of this fire content. I feel like my lips are super dry. I'll be back. All right, so that's a little bit better, but let's get into the video. So first things first, when it comes to planning out content, you want to make sure you get inspired. So for some people, whatever it is that you do to get inspired, you have to figure out what's best for you. I know for me, sometimes I pray. For me, sometimes like God will show me something because specifically how God speaks to me most of the time is through my dreams. So sometimes I may have a dream about a video idea, and I do the idea. Like, it may not pop when I want it to pop, but it's all in God's plan. If I had a dream about it, y'all, I'm gonna do it. Just is what it is. But yes, get inspired. It's different strokes for different folks. That's always to be remembered. Hold on, wait, y'all. I'm trying to put my notebook up. Number 2, save sounds. So what I mean by save sounds is whether you're on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever, if you see something that you like, whether it's the sound, the video, something, just go ahead and save it. Save the sound. And you want to make sure that you make note of it. You may want to send it to yourself. You may just want to keep it in your save, but save the sound. And also, this ties into my next point, but when you get an idea, write it down. So whether it be saving that sound and then writing down the idea, make sure you write it out, because a lot of times what we do and where we mess up at is keeping things in our head and never actually writing them down. So how can they come to fruition or pass if you don't put them down in paper? And I feel like a lot of times, a lot of things that come to our mind may be crazy, but you putting it down on paper is putting it set in stone. Like, this is what I need to do. This is what's gonna happen. And you have to step out on that, y'all. Like, literally writing it down is key to everything. Okay, so the next thing, which ties into saving sounds, make sure you save pictures. Make sure you save anything that you find that may be beneficial to what it is that you're trying to do. The fourth tip, y'all, excuse me, the fourth tip that I have is get Pinterest. If you do not have a Pinterest, get Pinterest, y'all. Not only is it beneficial for your influencing or content creation career, because you also can post your content on this platform as well and get millions of views, but it is also optimal for when it comes to looking for ideas, when it comes to photography spaces, when it comes to ideas, as far as your setups, when it comes to recording, as far as, you know, just any type of inspiration. Pinterest is the go-to. Like, Pinterest is the bag. Like, and be in the bag. Y'all need to be in Pinterest getting inspired. Okay, y'all, I'm on Pinterest. I'll make sure to link my Pinterest down below, because I have a couple of saved boards that have a lot of inspiration, makeup inspiration, photography inspiration, just some of everything. Pinterest is the way to go, y'all. Like, if you're not on Pinterest, then what is you really doing? And I don't really think that you can answer that. All right, so next things next, the 5th tip is get books, y'all. Get some books and read them. Like, this book is very helpful. I will make sure I link this below so that you guys can get this. This is so helpful in your influencing career or content creation career, whatever you guys want to call it, influencing, content creation, whatever you decide to call it. That book is key. It gives a lot of great detail. I'm not really going to explain all of what they talk about in the book, because I feel like some things you have to want for yourself, and I just can't be the person to provide that for you. Only you can do that. So that book is very great to get, and also this book is great to get as well. Unleash the Power of Storytelling. Amazing. And not just for content creation, for anybody who's in the business of storytelling, inspiring others, whether you're preaching, motivational coaching, life coach, that book is great. It's amazing. All right, and the last tip for planning out content is, no, I can't really say this is the last tip because I'm going to touch on some other things, but these are more of like bonus things. But think of optimal times that are great for your creativity or productivity. So for me, I wouldn't be trying to create content or plan out content early in the day. I have 4 kids. Like, all of my kids are super wild early in the day. So I normally typically try to create content anywhere from their afternoon nap to maybe right after bedtime. So anywhere in between then, because it's typically when my kids are winding down. For some parents, it may be the other way around. Their kids may be calm in the morning and wild toward the beginning of bedtime. It just depends on what works for you, and you also have to know what works for you. You have to sit down and think. When it comes to content creation, it's not an easy thing, especially if you have a family, if you're busy, you have other things going on. Content creation is not easy, but it's up to you to take that step and put that time aside to figure out what is best for you and what is going to be great for you when it comes to planning out or producing this content. Also, I would definitely suggest getting a big calendar, which I have. I'm going to take a photo of it and link it above here. I have a great big a great big calendar. My husband writes out things that he needs to do on there. I write out things that I need to do, things that we need to do for today, things that needs to get done for the week. That is amazing. And I hang it up somewhere where I can visibly see it. I also have a dry erase board here. I'm going to link a picture here that I write out my video ideas and write out some of my points, and also write down my YouTube shorts that I'm going to do along with my videos for March Madness. So getting a dry erase board so that you guys can visually see, and somewhere in the area of your setup is great. I also have a planner. Yeah, it's just a plain planner, guys. I write everything in here. These are my notes. Don't worry about my notes, guys. But yes, I have a plain planner. So I write down everything that I need to do in here as well, and I keep this on me. And I also have sticky notes for when I come up with ideas or if I want affirmations around my setup area. Make sure you keep a sticky note on, y'all. Please do. Keep them in your purse. And I also have notebooks. I have multiple notebooks. Like, this is just my bigger notebook. I have a smaller notebook that I write down ideas in. So you guys just want to make sure you keep something that allows you to visually see things. Writing everything down is key, and it is key to having things come to fruition. So yeah, let's get into creating the content and things that you need to do to effectively create content. Okay, so when it comes to creating content, especially if you have multiple platforms, is batch content, y'all. And what batch content means is create a whole bunch of content in one sitting so that you don't spend your days creating content every day. Who wants to create content every day? And I mean, I have been lately because I've been a little lazy, or not really that, y'all. It's just been kind of hard doing this March Madness. So do as I say, not as I do. But I've been trying though. So right now I think I'm up for videos. So I've been trying to batch my content as much as possible, or record as many videos as possible. So yes, like I said, batch content, record as many things as possible. The second thing that you need to know when it comes to creating this content is repurpose content. So if you're filming a video for YouTube, you can always chop that up and edit that video to be a YouTube short so that it gets more exposure, and link the full video in the description so that, you know, if people see the short but don't see the video, they can click on the link and go to the video. Also, you can repurpose that content for Instagram. Any Instagram content you can repurpose for TikTok. You can repurpose for YouTube shorts. So any content that you keep, make sure you repurpose it on all of these platforms to get the proper exposure that you need. The third tip that I have for creating this content is stay authentic. I know a lot of times people want to keep up with the Joneses and what's popping and what's trending right now on these social media platforms, but stay authentic and stay true to who you are, because if you blow up on this wave and you produce the content that is authentic to you, but it's not the same thing as what blew you up on the wave, then the followers will not stay. Stay true to who you are, and the following will always come. Your tribe will always come. Just make sure you keep a tight, close knit with the people who you have right now in your circle. The fourth thing is sometimes you need to come up with a theme and create content accordingly. So say for instance, one week you want to talk about relationships, so then you will create content based off of you and your spouse, based off of, you know, you journaling, writing down what it is that you need to focus on if you're single. Like, just come up with a thing and record around it accordingly. Fifth tip that I have when it comes to creating this content is film in a quiet space. Just filming in a quiet space allows you to remember what exactly it is that you're doing. It allows you to stay true to who you are. You guys don't get distracted, any of that other stuff. So if you're going to film, make sure you film somewhere where there isn't a lot of things going on and where you are not easily distracted, because if you're easily distracted, you're not putting your all into what it is that you're doing in that moment. So make sure you film in a quiet space and put all of your attention on creating content, because authenticity and quality is important when it comes to producing content. The sixth thing that I have is, remember, it may not always be what you want it to be, but it's what you need it to be. So even when it comes to your filming space, when it comes to the content that you're creating, if you start out on top, where do you have left to go? So remember, it is okay to be in the space that you're in, and it is all important to your growth going forward. You guys don't want to blow up too fast or grow too quickly or try to level up too quickly, because then you miss all of the things in the middle. It is important where you are now, and it is important to your growth and the person that you're becoming later on. Everything may not be the way that it needs to be or the way that you want it to be, but it is important, because in the end, if you stay true to what it is that you're doing, even when things seem that they aren't promising, everything will come to fruition. So that is it for today's video. Don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe, join the go. Gang, gang, gang. We live over here. And that's on period. If you ain't got no goals, set some, achieve some. The time is now. If you needed a message or a memo, it's me. Let's get it done. 2022, we're coming up for everything that God has ordained for us, and don't you ever forget it. So yeah, y'all, it's March Madness. 31 days, 31 videos, going ham all March. Don't forget to tune in, turn on your post notifications to be notified when I post a new video. You guys do not want to miss out, but I will see you tomorrow with another video.
I've been messed up, I've been broke down. Gotta catch up, gotta shine now.